Hope you find a way to enjoy it, whether you like driving in it or just being around it. Give me a sense of normality because, I grew up, winter was winter. We be having a lot of spring popping off. I'm sorry about the black signal. I don't know what's going on with my black signal at this point in time. It's not showing up. And it gets kind of frustrating because I don't even know if the messages I sent out yesterday on the Monty went out at all. But we will find out. We will find out soon enough. So, let's get straight into it. Well, let me check see if the chat is up. Okay, chat is up. Chat is on full. All right. So, family, first off, I want to welcome you to the Congregation of the Mighty, where we believe your hustle builds muscle. This is Giami Journey Media. Oh, girl, you coming out the gate this morning. Y'all heard Anime? Give it up for Anime, girl. Anime, she came out the gate. Of course, this is the Daily Toast. This is a Heart of a Simba production, where we strive to blow up your old paradigm. Shouts out to Brother Kwame. Great Umoja to you as well, fam. Parkways and his cuz last night. Oh, I'm glad I hope you enjoyed it. It was just a sample show. I Wonder Radio. We're gonna see how they do. I'm trying to help them get the tools together so that they can go and do something on a more regular basis. They got everything they need. They just want to plug into the platform, and I'm like, use it till you can't use it no more, right? But y'all know how it go. Grab your breath, grab your glasses. Drink your water. Come on. Drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath, man. Drink. Or should we say, breathe, then drink. Now, grab your glass for some water. Get your bottle of some water. Twist the cap off that water. Listen for some water. Drink. Or should I say, live, pour, then drink. Now check it out. Now move your body and get some water. Stretch it out, fam. Move your body and drink some water. Move that spine. Move your body and drink some water. Man, just move your body. Drink. Or should we say, move, and drink. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Family, just raise your glass. Drink. Or should we say, raise, toast, and drink. Step 1. Take your breath and drink some water. Lift your glass and pour some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, live, move, drink, and to stay healthy. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Take a breath. Live and pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Break down. Drink with me, family. Family, great Umoja to you once again. Make sure nothing going on the chat. Outside of Brother Kwame, wishing him a great morning, as well as letting me know that he saw the show last night. And it's a great concept called I Wonder. You got young brothers asking some questions, right? Asking some questions, getting some therapy, doing some talk therapy. You know what I'm saying? Some lineage therapy, you know. The show, what's crazy is the show is based on one of their mutual ancestors. As they tell the story, they got a younger cousin, he's younger than both of them, I think. And he wrote a poem called I Wonder Why I Wonder. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, you know, they took that, turned it into a show, and like I said, I helped them launch it with the with their first official episode. Because I mean, they got other episodes. They just been sitting on them, and I'm gonna encourage them to get them out. Try to get them up on Spreaker, connect them with my Spreaker piece, so that they could go and record and I mean just get it out. We also had a show over on where we did the Per Ankh. Shouts out to Brother Kwame and Elder Cliff and all the people that came out. Thank you. We had a real good time. Nice discussion. And like I said, man, the conversation about reparations and about who we are in America is really coming around. It is beautiful to see, and of course it's going to be uncomfortable for many people in America because they're not going to be used to us talking in the way that we're talking. But that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Change is good. Change is uncomfortable. You know, depending on who the change affects. But not only does it affect us, it affects the rest of the world. And we're going to start seeing as people come out and want to protest and want to scream and want to yell and want to cuss. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. But, you know, the more that they come after us, the firmer we're going to get and the tighter our circles are going to become, because we really get to see who are tribe and who are not, and we really get to see who are allies and who are not. And as they say in The Godfather, It's not personal. It's business. You understand what I'm saying? We got to deal with the world like the world deal with us. It's not personal. No, it's business. So let's keep it on that business, right? So we got some new ancestors added to the list. So let's go on and let's get our little sip on. We're going to do our toast this morning. Yep, down to my last. And you know, when you living high off the hog for a while, you be like, it's never gonna end, but it always ends, family. We got to remember that. You know what I'm saying? Everything happens in cycles. You have beginnings, you have endings that lead to new beginnings, and new beginnings that lead to new endings. An ongoing cycle, right? And you always caught in the middle. You are the balance until you are here no more. You know what I'm saying? Just like when we pour for our ancestors and we pour for the yet to be born. We are the middle. We are that point in the infinity where both lines cross. Where you got those four, it's got 1 point, and out of 1 point, 4 lines. They ain't even lines, I guess they curve. 4 curves come out from that one infinity line, but all lines cross through that center point, and that's you. One big loop is ancestors, the other big loop is the yet to be, but that 1 point in the middle of the infinity is you, and that's the now. So we lift up our glass and we salute the Creator by whatever name you choose to call it Creator. We call on that great force, that great power, and we salute that power and we say, Ashe. When will the Kwame drink be ready for consumption? Brother, I had to start fermenting. I had some economic issues, so I still got to get the honey. So I am projecting late February because I won't be able to get anything until the 15th. And then I will have to go on and get it together. So by the end of February, we'll be able to pop it off. Cleveland, it's real life at Giambi Journey. Alright, so we lift up our glass to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call it Creator. We lift it up and we salute. And we say Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? We go to our list of ancestors. Man, I feel good to be able to get up and be blessed enough to be able to commune with people, with my people online, and as well as I want to thank each and every last one of you for helping us build up our list of ancestors as we celebrate them every day. So here we go. Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert Tex, Senator Davis, Herman Brown, Senior, Rose Lee, Tilly, Georgia, William Walter, Christopher Gasson, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fee, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Jenna Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallar, Montague Pittman L, Normal X, and Pat Mile, Rob, Malika Fakour, Dr. Mary Ann Williams, Kojo Kamai, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Algenie, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Pro, Hector Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pullian, the Luxter brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Rinderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Well, Levita Farmer, Agosa Sue, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keach Larice, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow Slimmy Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Harriet Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Banks, Mary Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kempty, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quails, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quails, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Delrita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Delrita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Palmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amatep Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey and Eleanor Howe, Franklin Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Bina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Pulley, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Delimon Aries, Gina Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan. Good morning, Miss Kim. How are you doing? Man, is it 1 a.m. where you are? William Walter West, Nigella Paris, Vicky, William Walter West, Nigella Paris, Elder Basiji Falani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Walters, DePretis Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scannelberry, Wilson Headley, Elma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Neilon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gaston, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word I, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irvin, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkerson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Cleavers, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, not Tom Irby, Tommy Irby, Boyd Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harry Tubman Cates, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron, Nino Baby Hatch, Senior, Mally Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Viola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Nellie Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Manny and Charlie Scott, Ada Casey, Thomas Cofer, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mae Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford, Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Manella, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erton Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, and Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Raymond Laura Newton, J.B. Froggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker, Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Irvin, Arun Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekhar Maha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Oliver, Mazarine Kofer, Joyce Swan, Edmonia Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We also have Jola Giles, James Carswell, Liberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang, I think it's Shang Lewis, I gotta look at the names again, Barbara Shang Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cunda, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joey, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jamonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McCarroll, Demetrius Beard, Herb Johnson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quasi Sample, Candace Simmons, Severin Clayton. We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. So we added some more family members. So we move on. From their family, we move to the present moment. Right now, we are on Umoja. For those that don't speak the language, Umoja means unity. We are on Umoja Day, so I'm asking everybody, activate your reticular formations. And we are looking for unity in our communities, in our tribes, in our families. We're looking for pictures, ideas, poems, anything you want to post on Giami Journey with unity as a focus. I would greatly appreciate it because we want to big up and we want to look for and seek out what it is that we practicing. So today the focus out of Nguza Saba is unity or Umoja. The Modic principle is truth. You can do the same thing with truth. Violet is the color. You see, I felt like getting down there ironing the shirt this morning. Mentalism is the Hermetic law that we're working with today. Male name for the day is Kwojo. Female name is Ajua, right? Lift up our glass. We salute this present moment, knowing that in this moment, we are forming a pact with our ancestors and are yet to be born, the past and the future. And we're standing firmly in the now to make sure that both of them are constantly in motion, right? Because it's in the now that we keep them in motion. We keep our ancestors in motion by us doing what we're supposed to do, and we keep our children in motion by us doing what we're supposed to do. So we don't waste this moment. We lift this moment up. We empower this moment. We call on this moment to be sacred to us as we move into this world and start doing the thing that is necessary to make sure that the foundation is laid for the future generations, and that we are doing our ancestors honorably as we walk upon their shoulders. We lift up our glass and we toast and we say Ashe. From their family, we move to our future generation, our children, our children's children, on to infinity. Right? We salute the future generations, and we salute them best when we're doing what we're supposed to be doing in the moment. So we toast once again our children, our children's children, on to infinity. Right? So we're going to leave the world better for them than it is for us. So we say, Ashe. From there we move to our to all of our relations, and we toast, and we say Ashe. From there we move to our personal, not our personal, our selfish toast, right? What is it that you need in this moment to do what you need, right? Toast this moment, toast you. We already toast the moment, but it's you in the moment. What is it that you need? Lift up our glass. We say Ashe. From there, I lift up my glass to salute the most powerful, most magnificent, most beautiful, most inspiring individual in the room. That's you, all you daily toasters that rise with us to get up here and salute our ancestors. Whether you are alive and in here right now, and I only see 2 people, but I see 4 on the thing. All those that's out there, go and throw up your name so I could go and send you out some shouts. But also, I salute you, all of you, whether you tuning in live or whether you tune in later. But, because we growing slowly but surely. You know what I'm saying? If it comes fast, it don't last. If it comes slow, it's good to go. So, yo, family, we out. I say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. And we have done another toast. Y'all still here? But y'all want me to sing a song? Now y'all don't want me to sing. All right, family, I want to thank each and every last one of you. Remember to like. Remember to share. Remember, if you're on YouTube, to subscribe. You can, and those that are not on YouTube, you can subscribe to Geometry Journey on YouTube. Also, you can subscribe to us on our Spreaker channel. Like the Geometry Journey page. We are building, man. And I